What do you love about Christmas? Whether or not that is the actual title of this video, Christmas is probably my second favorite holiday, coming just second to my birthday. And it's like birthday then Christmas. I'm just joking, my birthday is not a holiday. Yet. But getting on a serious note again, really, what makes Christmas special for you? I also want to point out that I'm not talking about the day of Christmas, but more like the time of Christmas. You know, from like after Thanksgiving, maybe to the New Year. I don't know what you consider Christmas time. That's what I mean whenever I talk about it. First thing I want to mention about Christmas time, and this is definitely just about the time of Christmas, is it has this feeling about it that I really love and enjoy, and that you don't really get for almost the rest of the year. And this is one of the reasons why I like the Christmas time so much. It's just like for a month you have of just this time that feels jolly and happy and almost melancholic, and it's as if Christmas, past, present, and future are all here congregating in a single time of the year, and it leaves you with such an interesting and unusual feeling that almost makes you nostalgic for the past, but like desire what comes in the future. And it's very unique and interesting, and you only get it during this time of the year. And it's just, I don't really know how to describe it any better than that. It's so different and unique, and it feels extremely special. I hope that if you haven't felt this before, I either made you realize what that feeling is, or if you have felt this before, maybe I can now give it to you. I maybe now have given it to you in words, and maybe that'll just make it that a little bit more special. Another thing I really love about Christmas is, one, just all the food. Just all of the foods, you know me, like, want all the foods. Christmas time very much is very enjoyable for all of its foods. Because just think about it. You start off the entire Christmas season with Thanksgiving Day just before, where you basically eat a preset meal plan that is super high in carbs and fat, but is like super delicious, and you just pass out from food exhaustion. That's what I'm going to call it, food exhaustion. And if you eat too much, you just pass out from that and wake up the next day and immediately start eating cookies, milk, and hot chocolate. Like, it's not Christmas time unless you are drinking hot chocolate and making cookies and eating candy canes and whatnot. And it's also a great time to experiment with foods that maybe you've never thought about, throwing together. Like, grab some popcorn and some chocolate syrup, mix that together, and maybe throw in a fudge brownie and some vanilla ice cream. Just mix it up like it's a salad thing, and just go like that. And you probably got yourself something pretty darn good. It's kind of funny because I started this out thinking I was going to have a huge bunch of talking points, but I've really only got one more talking point. And it's not the presents or anything like that. That's actually one of the things that I don't really understand about Christmas. I'm like, why do we do this? I have a birthday, so it feels like that's the only time I need to be receiving something. So even though, that totally doesn't make sense, since I made a video literally about my Christmas list, which I'll put in an annotation somewhere on the screen. I don't know. Gift getting and giving isn't one of my favorite parts of Christmas. But this next part is, like, the entire reason for Christmas is one of the things that I really enjoy and makes Christmas like that special time. And it is, where the thing gets its namesake from. It's like Christ Mass, I guess, Christmas. And that is just Christ coming into the world. I don't know how to describe how incredibly deep and important that is. It is literally your God saying, I love you so much that I am going to humble my own self whenever I am worthy of all the praise I get, and I am going to become a man, and I'm going to, just put myself in the position where I could die by any normal means that a child could die from, or any human being could die from, and I'm going to exist, and I'm going to follow through with this life, and I'm going to, finish the covenant that he made at the very foundation of the world for us, that he made with us, and he's going to fulfill it because he loved us so much that while we were yet sinners, he came down to this world and died for us. It's like remembering the beginning of that journey, and just what he said and agreed to. That is incredible, and it adds to the aspect of Christmas, where Christmas is really a time where we need to be like humbling ourselves instead of just showing off and whatnot. And I think that's where the gift giving idea may come from. I know, they have like Saint Nick, Santa giving the gifts and that whole story, but what is the greatest gift ever? Salvation, eternal life, a God who loves you, cares about you, and is only ever going to do what is best for you. That is incredibly unique and special, and I don't know of any other culture who has ever even thought of an all-powerful being that humble and loving them that much. Most cultures, are just like, oh, they're just here for us to worship, and if we don't, then we're gonna die. And it's like, that's not our God. And I am very, very glad for that. Otherwise, my life could end and there'd be no hope. But now it can end, and all I have is hope. And not even just hope, I just have straight up assurance that everything's going to be okay. So it's like, alright, yeah, push me off this cliff. I don't care. Live as Christ is, die as gain. So what have I got to lose? Nothing. I've only got stuff to gain. If I live, I'm gaining. If I die, I'm gaining. It's a very unique position, because otherwise, living is losing and dying is losing. That's hard to find anywhere, in anything. So yeah, this may or may not be a long episode. I don't know how long I was talking, but I hope that maybe I hit some really, hit some points really home that you guys can agree on and think on, and maybe take something away. But it's awesome. Love Christmas time. The feeling of it, just the way people are. It's very, very unique. And I hope you have a very Merry Christmas. And Happy New Year. Alright. There we go. And I guess I need to talk about your guys' answers to last week's question. So let me see if I can pull that up real quick on the internet, if the internet will work. You guys, y'all are killing me. How am I supposed to keep talking about y'all's comments if y'all aren't commenting? Okay? We only have 2 regular commenters, and that's Sparkle Sprinkles and Cameron Restivo, okay? You guys need to pick it up a little bit, alright? So, because we only had 2 people comment for the last video, we're going to do all of the new comments, which is still only 4. Still only 4, okay. Anyways, we're going to start with the episode, What Are You Thankful For? Sparkle Sprinkles starts us off with that one, and she says, food! To which I replied, preach that! Because food is amazing, and I am very thankful for it. I'm glad that I get to live in a world where food exists. It's really nice. And Cameron Restivo comments on that video as well, and he says, thankful for my real friends that are always there. I know lots of people aren't blessed with those. Very true. The talents and abilities God has given me, my earthly possessions, and most importantly, God's grace, which is something very similar to which I was talking about today. Lord knows where I'd be without that one today. And I responded to his very end part right there where he'd be without God's grace, and I said, I feel like you'd end up as a beach bum if you didn't have it. And then Cameron replied, Caleb Flores, what do you mean by beach bum? Because I'd be completely fine with living on the beach driving a hippie van with surfboards on top. In which, yes, that's very much what I was talking about. So, maybe you should consider being a beach bum. So Brittany Deloniak commenting on what are some odd habits that you have, which is one of my first videos I ever created, so she's going way back there. Don't know how she found that one over a bunch of the other ones, but hey, Brittany, nice to have you on the team. She says, I must eat cheese off of pizza before I take a bite of the actual pizza, and I save all the marshmallows for last while eating a bowl of Lucky Charms. It's a big deal, actually. If I accidentally eat one of the marshmallows, I will yell at my cereal like it betrayed me. That is very unusual habits that I'm glad I don't have. Not gonna lie. Why would you eat the cheese off the pizza first? What if you get just a cheese pizza? You're like, I'm going to only consume the cheese, and I'm not going to get the 1-2 combo of having the cheese and the tomato sauce together. Like, that's just wrong and messed up on so many levels. And Alexis Flores commented on what songs give you chills, and she said, did you react to Cade's and my identical answers differently on purpose? To which I answer, yes, I did, and I got the exact reaction out of you that I was hoping for. Anyways, guys, that is all of my answers. Alright? So, I hope you all have a wonderful day, wonderful week, wonderful Christmas time. I hope to be putting up some new content soon, aside from just out of the question. Alright. Have an awesome day, stay awesome, and all of these are my videos that you can watch if you want to. Just if you want. Alright, bye. The holly jolly Christmas is the best time of the year. And oh my god, the holly jolly Christmas, yeah.